All right, this video is for those of you who are trying to recover but don't really feel like you deserve recovery or don't feel like you should be doing the all-in approach to your recovery because you're really not that sick, or these are things I've been hearing recently, or you haven't really struggled for that long, or you're like pretty much recovered years ago but you still struggle with some things, so you're kind of in a state of quasi-recovery, but like you're functioning really well and there's not like a lot of huge things, but you still have that eating disorder brain, that kind of like those invasive thoughts more than you'd like. And so you think, I really don't know if I qualify. And these are clients that have actually hired me recently, so newer clients that are reaching out, clearly not for the fun of it, not because they want to pay me to be their friend, not because they just thought it would be fun to see what I had to say, but probably didn't need any help. These are people who obviously are struggling with their eating disorders. But then in our consultation and talking to them, it's like, but I don't really think, I don't know, like I'm not even underweight. I'm in a higher BMI. I only struggled for 4 months. I like seem normal to everyone else. Everyone else thinks I'm fine. They think I recovered a long time ago. Just so many things like that, excuses that are coming up, making them feel like they're not justified to be able to fully recover and to commit, just like anybody else who's struggling with an eating disorder, just like someone who's in a BMI of 12, right? Who can barely talk and who can't function and isn't thinking straight and has extreme body dysmorphia. You deserve recovery just as much as that person. And I think this message isn't talked about enough. I assume it's just a given because I talk about it every day with clients, and I just feel it like deep inside of my bones that everybody deserves recovery, and everybody deserves to fully recover and to really truly, I did not obviously coin the term all in, but to commit and to devote everything in your life to your recovery. And I think if you think you have to be crashing and burning to be able to do that, to prioritize your recovery, unfortunately you're never going to fully recover, because you're gonna think, I can't, devote all of this time and energy, money into recovery if I'm still functioning somewhat. And I hear this a lot from moms, a lot from moms. Most moms that I work with are still somewhat functioning, taking care of their kids, taking care of the household. Some of them are working. And because they're somewhat functioning, they can't say, hey, husband, I need some extra support. Hey, kids, I need you to take over with this and this chore. Hey, I need to hire a coach, or I need to talk to a therapist, or it's like being able to vocalize and say what you need feels really, really uncomfortable and feels like not deserving. And so you're probably going to struggle in your recovery for those reasons, because you can't recover fully alone. I really don't believe that. I think you've got to have some support in some way, be a friend, a spouse, a partner, even an older child. If you have an older child, I have some spouses, or not spouse, I don't have some spouses. I have one spouse, my husband, Zach. I have some clients who have older kids who have actually been great supports to them in their recovery. But call on people and tell them, like, especially people, a lot of people, majority of people don't still understand how eating disorders work. They think if you look fine, you must be fine. If you look unwell, if you look emaciated, then you must still have anorexia, or you must still have an eating disorder. And so educate them, tell them, hey, I'm one of those people who looks normal, who is still struggling mentally. Can you help me? I need help. I need more support. And being able to say that is going to help you to see, because these people who love you are going to be like, yeah, absolutely. How can I help you? It's going to help you to be able to see that you actually are worth recovering for. And it's worth it for you to prioritize and to stop all the things that are distracting you from being able to fully recover. So in some regards, you need to kind of put your life on pause or on hold and stop trying to do it while you're trying to keep up the pace of your normal life. I really believe, yes, I had kids when I recovered, but I really believe if I didn't take it that serious when I committed to recovery, that I wouldn't have been able to fully recover. But I went into it with like, this is my first and foremost focus. Number one priority, I have to do this right now. I'm investing this time and this energy right now into my recovery because in the future, I do want to be able to do other things. And I do want to be free from eating disorder. I want to be available for my family. And so stop delaying that and stop every single day trying to convince yourself that, you know, I really am not that sick. I recovered before. I really don't need to recover again. I have some people who will get really close to full recovery. And then, like I said, they will, with time, have a big life event happen, be it big pregnancy, which is a very common one, a new job, a divorce. Essentially, life will happen, right? Some kind of trauma will happen and they'll find themselves in a bad place again. And they'll think, well, because I've already recovered once, I don't really have to go through that again, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'll just gain a little bit of weight. My brain should be fine again. It's like, no, you need to fully commit back to square one to the basics of recovery. If you're exercising, you need to go cold turkey and you need to eliminate all restriction. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant what size body you're in. You've got to commit to the basics of recovery if you expect to get yourself to full recovery. Regardless of what's happened in the past, regardless of where you're at when you're starting, you've got to do that very exact same thing as whoever you deem as being the person who does deserve recovery. You deserve it as well. So that's my message to you today. Bye.